This is a difficult topic. I've been asked by some of my clients, Cheryl, when do I know when it's time to quit on somebody? People ask me this because they're either in a relationship and they don't know when to break up, or they've hired somebody and they've given them 3 to 5 tries and they're not performing. How many chances do you give another person before you say, hey, look, this isn't working? So whether it's a relationship or someone at work or someone you're mentoring. That's a difficult discussion. So today I'm going to give you 5 ideas about how to think through all of that, and we'll go on some difficult areas of life that we all face in the real world of our relationships. I get a lot of these questions, and often there's a story to them which led to this number 1 piece of advice that I have. The time to quit on somebody, hands down, the number 1 thing is when there's any form of abuse. There's no loyalty when there's abuse in the relationship. You quit. You owe no loyalty to abusive people. That's the time that you got to get out. There's a lot of domestic violence in the world, and there's a lot of women who are treated very, very poorly, and it's a bad deal. If this is happening to you, you need to get out ASAP. Go to your parents' house or your friend's house. You need to exit, not a month from now or a week from now, but now. It needs to be immediate, and it needs to be swift, and it has to be with bold precision, and you need to plan it and do it sooner than later. You know, sometimes people have this limiting belief that if I leave, I won't be loved. You know, we make up the stories to validate people's injustice to us sometimes. At an abuse level, we can't do that. It's difficult to do, but you have to do it. You got to quit and leave. Number 2, when you have repeated failed discussions with somebody, you've told them what you think, what you feel, what you desire, what you want in life, and a lot of times people don't really share these. And one day they just blow up to the other person and leave, and the other person didn't even know what's going on. So you need to give time to people to adjust. And usually it doesn't happen after just one request. There has to be repeated discussions. An example of a discussion means, hey honey, I'd like to talk to you about what's going on. I know that we've both been frustrated, and I saw this and I felt that way. Could we talk about that? What did you see? What did you feel? What would you like to happen? So here's what I would like to happen. Could we make an agreement on this? So it's a discussion. You can't just bail on somebody if there's never been a discussion about your truth. If there's never been a request about what you need, and if you've never even heard their side of the story or their request. So you can't just bail on your family or every person who upsets you. So a lot of people think differently from you. I highly recommend this book by John Gray, Beyond Mars and Venus, Relationship Skills for Today's Complex World. Because you know what? Everybody communicates different. They have a different style, and the energy is so different. So anyways, read the book because it's such an eye-opener, and you'll understand people better. So have that discussion so you can have more clarity on whether to quit or not. And number 3 is repeated neglect. If you're in a relationship and someone just never takes care of you, if they neglect your requests, if they neglect your feelings, if they neglect your reality, if they just don't care for you, that's not a relationship, that's not a friendship. If someone at work keeps neglecting to do the job that you've given them, that's a violation too. If someone neglects their job, their family, their kids, their team, and they're always in this repeated neglect, and you've made your request and you've given them the feedback, that's 3 strikes and you're out, period. Let's say a decade of bad marriage and they never listen, a decade of the team member not contributing to the team, and that's just causing hardship on everybody. Let them find a place where they want to engage. Otherwise, sayonara, hasta la vista, baby, you're out. Number 4, repeated lies. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. Repeated lies, you're out. Number 5, no appreciation at all. That's the number 1 reason why people quit their jobs. You know, if nobody is appreciating you, and they don't love your work, they don't appreciate what you're giving at work, and when you're around a place when there's no gratitude and never any respect, okay, if there's no appreciation, here, let me go somewhere else where I can be appreciated. Not so I can have validation, but rather because you're really giving, and you're really giving from a place of service, And so if you're lacking that positive environment, go create that positive environment and start letting go of those who just won't come around, because you don't have to be there for everybody. What you have to be there for ultimately is for your life, you and the people you're responsible for. The world is full of great people, and you got to believe that. So let go of those people who are not healthy for you, so you can allow the good people into your life, so you can experience a happy and abundant life, because you know what, you are worth it. Okay, I hope you like this video and share it with your family or your friends who needs to hear this message too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.